The Growth of Children. Author, Ichiyo Higuchi. First published in 1895. Magazine Bungakukai. Even in a place where the sounds of drums and shamisen are heard daily, the festival day feels truly special. People from both the side streets and the main street wear matching festival coats marked with the name of their neighborhood. Children under the age of 14 show off their Daruma dolls, paper dog dolls, and various other toys, and the sight of them running out barefoot ringing bells is both brave and heartwarming. The eve of the festival passed peacefully, and now the long-awaited festival day was drawing to a close at dusk. 12 of them had gathered at the stationery shop, yet Midori had not arrived. She was probably still finishing her makeup.
Isn't Midori here yet? What's taking her so long?
Shotaro kept pacing in and out of the gate, restless as he waited for her.
Go and call Midori, Sangoro. You've never been to Daikokuya's dorm, have you? If you call out, Miss Midori, from the garden, she'll hear you. Hurry, hurry.
Alright, I'll go. The festival lantern will be safe here, right? Shotaro, keep an eye on it for me.
You're such a miser. If you've got time to say that, just go already.
Scolded by Shotaro, Sangoro dashed off in a hurry. The way he bounded clumsily from side to side made the girls watching burst into laughter. Nicknamed Sangoro with buck tooth, the boy is short and chubby. He has buck teeth, a hooked nose, charming dimples, and an endlessly playful look in his eyes. His family was poor, and when he couldn't afford the matching festival jacket that everyone else wore, he lied to his friends, saying, "I just didn't have time to get one." He was the eldest of 6 siblings. His parents made a living pulling rickshaws, but the income barely sustained them. At 13, 2 years ago, Sangoro had started working at a printing shop in Namikicho. But his laziness soon got the better of him, and he quit. He had never managed to keep a job for more than a month. From November to spring, he made battledore feathers at home. And in summer he helped at the ice house near the inspection yard. Still, his lively voice attracted customers, and because of that, people found him rather useful in his own way. For Sangoro's family, Tanakaya Pawnshop was like a lifeline. They owed the merchant and his family more favors than they could count. The debt carried high interest, but without it, they could not have survived. They could not bring themselves to resent the one who lent them money. So when Shotaro from Tanakaya called for Sangoro, he could never refuse. It was a matter of obligation. Yet Sangoro was born and raised in Yokocho. His home stood on the grounds of Ryuji Temple, and the landlord was Chokichi's father. Outwardly, he could not go against Yokocho's side. Caught between both loyalties, his position was painful. Meanwhile, Shotaro sat idly at the front of the brush shop. And to pass the time, he quietly hummed a tune, a song about his secret love.
You shouldn't say such selfish things.
At that, the brush shop owner laughed softly. Shitaro's ears turned red, and to hide his embarrassment, he shouted,
Everyone, come on.
Then, bursting with energy, he ran out to the street. But there, he suddenly ran into his grandmother.
Shotaro, why haven't you eaten dinner yet? You've been so caught up in playing that you didn't even hear me calling you.
His grandmother came to fetch him in person, and though Shotaro protested, he was taken home. Before leaving, his grandmother politely greeted the brush shop owner.
Everyone, please play with this child again later. For today, we'll be going home.
Once Shotaro had gone, the place felt a little lonelier. He was not one to make a noisy fuss, nor to crack jokes like Sangoro, but he had a gentle charm that was rare among sons of wealthy families. From the main street, the voices of 2 or 3 women could be heard, engaged in conversation.
Have you seen the vulgarity of Tanakaya's widow? 64 years old, and that heavy makeup. She has a seductive voice, and doesn't seem to care if people die. I'm sure she's with money on her deathbed. There are rumors that she even lends large sums of money to the big brothels.
On a cool summer evening, the wind blew gently. After washing away the daytime heat in the bath, they prepared themselves. The mother personally combed her daughter's hair. Seeing her own child so beautiful, she looked while standing, then while sitting.
I'm a little worried that your neck is a bit thin.
Midori wore a light blue kimono that looked cool and refreshing. Her mother tied a white and brown obi with gold threads, and it didn't take long before she had arranged her getten neatly on the stones in the garden.
Not yet? Not yet?
Sangura paced around the fence 7 times, yawning until he ran out of energy. No matter how he swatted at the mosquitoes, they kept biting his neck and forehead, leaving him exasperated. Then Midori appeared.
Let's go!
Sangura grabbed Midori by the sleeve and ran off. Midori became out of breath and started to get angry.
If you're going to rush like that, I don't care. Go on by yourself.
When the two of them arrived separately at the brush shop, Satoru was still at home having dinner.
Ugh, this is no fun, no fun. If Satoru doesn't come, I don't even want to start the magic lantern show.
Saying this with a hint of sadness, Midori asked the shopkeeper at the back of the store.
Do you sell any board games here? Anything will do. I'm so bored with nothing to do.
If that's the case, here you go.
The woman lent Midori a pair of scissors, and the girls began cutting paper and playing. Meanwhile, the boys, led by Sangura, began mimicking a play.
Looking over Yoshiwara, lanterns and electric lights line the buildings, and the bustling Gaku Street is always lively.
Everyone shouted loudly, making a lot of noise. This scene had not changed from last year or the year before. Among the people watching the excited children, someone called out.
Is Sangura here? Come immediately, hurry.
Sangura hadn't prepared anything, but he replied and started to leave the store.
Alright, good.
Hey! You two-faced scoundrel, get ready.
At that moment Chokichi struck Sangoro a solid slap on the cheek.
You're a disgrace to Yakamachi. I'll never forgive you. Don't pull any stupid tricks, you'll regret it.
Even as Sangoro tried to run away in shock, the boys from Yakamachi grabbed him by the collar and dragged him out of the shop.
Kill Sangoro. Drag Shotaro out. Coward, don't run.
Even the dumpling seller Tama joined in, and the commotion grew larger. The paper lanterns hanging at the brush shop's eaves were easily knocked down.
The hanging lamp, it's in danger.
Though the brush shop's wife cried out, no one paid attention. There were about 15 of them. Some brandished a large festival lantern a manto, and they raged with reckless violence.
Where did you hide Shotaro? Where did he run off to? Come on, tell us. Tell us.
Chokichi pinned Sangoro down and began beating and kicking him. Midori, unable to bear the anger and pain, pushed past those trying to stop it and shouted.
What did San-chan ever do to you? If you want to fight Shotaro, then fight him. Shotaro isn't even here. This is our playground. Why are you hitting San-chan? If you have a grudge, hit me instead.
Midori cried out at the top of her voice.
Brush shop owner, please stop them.
When Midori turned to look at the woman from the brush shop, the children from Yakamachi shouted insults in reply.
What's this, a courtesan?
A beggar, heir to her sister's place.
At that moment, Chokichi grabbed a mud-stained straw sandal and threw it. It hit Midori's forehead hard, and she stood up, her face pale with shock. Concerned adult women rushed to her, holding her and brushing off the dirt.
Are you hurt?
Serves you right. We've got Fujimoto from Ryuji backing us. If you want revenge, come on, anytime. You idiot, you coward. Watch your back in the dark alleys of Yakamachi.
Chokichi spat the words out and threw Sangoro onto the shop's dirt floor. Just then, footsteps were heard and someone sent word that a report had been made to the police box. As Chokichi's voice rose, Ushimatsu, Bunji and a dozen others changed direction and scattered away. Sangoro trembled with frustration.
It's unbearable. I'm so furious. Chokichi, Bunji, Ushimatsu, why didn't you kill me? I'll haunt you and kill you even if I become a ghost.
He burst into tears, finally wailing aloud. The owner of the brush shop ran over, picked up Sangoro, and soothed him by stroking his back and brushing off the sand. After all, there were many of them, while we were all rather weak. Still, the fact that no one was hurt was a small relief amid the misfortune.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and click the like button. I also post videos other than those on YouTube on Patreon, a monthly creator support site, so please support me.